Hello everyone, welcome back once again. No Man's Sky, Permadeath Survival Challenge. So, we've been working a lot with our settlement and with a increasingly charming little blue sentinel drone. It appears to be something of a rogue of his kind. In our last episode, it seems like perhaps this thing's name is Laylaps, and it seems to know us better than we know it. And that's interesting. Today we will check back in with our settlement, see how it's doing, and see what we can learn. And maybe we can get this little incident with this blue drone put to bed. Let's see how it goes. So it looks like the Sentinel expedition is back. Let's go ahead and see what happened. The citizens who went seeking answers about the Sentinels have returned from their expedition. They report they found a Sentinel hard-frame blueprint, but the atmosphere is subdued. Well, thank them for their hard work, of course. The citizens murmur their appreciation, but there are mutterings, swirling rumors about the water. The citizens are reluctant to speak further. They do not seem quite themselves. So, that poisoned water that our settlement has had for some time, that doesn't seem... it seems like maybe either they saw something on their expedition that is spooking them, or the water itself is affecting their minds. We've got a few things that we can do here. We can release the explorers, or we can quarantine them. So if we quarantine them, it removes the poison water feature and adds this quarantine explorers feature instead. And if we release them, then we get this creeping, spreading glass instead. That doesn't sound good. And we have been hearing a lot about glass while we've been dealing with this rogue sentinel. We've also been hearing a little bit about glass from our sentinel overseer, and even from this scientist that we picked up. There's a big glass thing going on. There's some kind of strange... it sounds like mental illness to me, honestly. There might be something going on here that we don't know about, but I think we need to observe these explorers, see what we can learn. So, quarantine's a strong word. We're just going to not have them go out on any more expeditions. We're going to keep them here in the settlement, where if anything more strange begins to happen, we'll be able to observe that directly. So let's do that. They're not going out on any away missions for a while. They don't have to be happy about it. They're not paid to make the decisions here. Alright, so we have hard frame legs. That's the blueprint they came back with. Let's go ahead and install that on our Minotaur. Mr. Sentinel, or Mr. Minotaur, now with Sentinel powers. Now with more Sentinel powers about to be installed. Luckily, all components we have on hand. And now, there are blue legs too. I wonder if any of this thing is still going to be red by the time we're done with it. Alright. Installed the schematic. The sentry is attempting to communicate with us again. Let's see what it has to say. I am thinking about names. Telemon, not Telemon. Places have names. People have names. Even clothing. But I do not possess a name. Why? I don't know. I mean, we saw that thing in the computer earlier. Sentry Laylaps. Rogue Sentinel. I mean, it didn't say that outright, but based on what we've seen so far, it's reasonable to assume all of that. I think it does have a name. But this thing is not giving us the option to say that. Certainly they can have a name, even if they are a drone. Things do need names so that you know how to refer to them. So let's just say we don't know. When I was a part of the hive, I did not require a designation. But where is my hive now? I know, I will give myself a name. I will call myself Laylaps. That is a good name, is it not? Well, that's the name we read. I'd say it's a good name. Hello, Laylaps. Lights flash within Laylaps' carapace. They are delighted to hear their name. Your Minotaur friend needs a mind before it can flourish. I can help. I can help. I see the big walkers. I see where they walk. Obtain the brain of a walker. Bring it to your anomaly. Bring it to Tethys not Telehon. Accept directions to the walkers. We are doing so well. All right. Where, there it is. Can't mark it. We'll just have to fly to it. We need our ship. Oh, ship, where can you be? There you are. One of these days, we're going to have to build a landing pad on this settlement. All right. Looks like it's on another planet. Let's get up out of the atmosphere and head over. So we get away from our ship, our freighter, take off. So we're now to retrieve a pristine brain from a sentinel walker. This appears to be the location of said walker. We're luckily quite good at destroying sentinels now. This shouldn't be a terribly dangerous errand. Almost there. And there it is, right next to a monolith. Maybe we'll be able to extract this without a fight? Nope. Alright, I know how to deal with you. Oh, it's not really fighting me, is it? You know, out of curiosity, let's just take a look at this. Memories of a long-deceased tribe of Viking warriors flows from the stone marker, forming into a ghostly essence that fills me with wisdom. The Book of Herc speaks of the rise of the travelers. They shall ascend, delving into the boundless void. The Viking shall not impede their ascent, for the travelers must prevail. So decrees the word of Herc. Okay, I was wondering if maybe this had something to do with what we were here for. I guess it just randomly happened to be here. I guess it could be anywhere. It just happened to be at one of these. I guess it's not monolith, it's a monument. That's what they call them. We'll take help with the language, of course. And it looks like we're going to have to carefully extract this thing's brain. Perhaps not so carefully. I almost feel bad for this thing. I kind of almost hear it screaming. The thing's hardly fighting us. Alright. Let's get that walker brain out. Rare item found. Shifting nanite clusters sewn together with the pugnium filament. This circuit is painfully hot to the touch. A sinister purple light leaks from deep within its wiring, changing in intensity as it watches its holder. No, that's mildly spooky. Unlike most walker brains, this one has survived its violent extraction and is pristine and undamaged. It could potentially be installed in a new vessel. And And all of the Sentinels got quite upset with me for that. I think that'll deal with any that are nearby. I think that takes care of that. Let's take a moment, shake off those Sentinels, and then we can... Uh-oh, are they still angry at me, or is that my friend? Is this an angry Sentinel planet? Is this an angry Sentinel planet? It is. How obnoxious. I thought they were upset about me destroying that walker. They're just upset in general. Look at that. Looks like those fauna are just pushing that leg around. How interesting. Alright, well, as soon as this alert ends, we're out of here. This is getting kind of ridiculous. Let's get out of here before they see us again. Pristine brain must be disconnected from the Sentinel network. Present the brain to Iteration Tethys. Alright, there's more than one way to solve this problem. Yeah, let's solve it this way. On second thought, probably just as fast to run away as it is to warp twice. That's one of the tricks, by the way. If you warp, it clears your Sentinel aggression. If you enter a space station, it clears your Sentinel aggression. That space station feels like it's in the wrong direction. It is. This is going the right way. I guess we could call our anomaly anywhere. But our anomaly is very conveniently located right next to our settlement and right next to our freighter. I guess it wouldn't hurt us to redeploy it later, but we'll just take the handful of seconds required to pulse over here instead of summoning it to us. Now we have a helpful little marker so we know exactly which balcony to go jet off to. Iteration Tethys will be able to help us hack this brain. Hey to you two. Mister? Still alive, I see. That is a good start. Tethys is doing their best to appear aloof and unconcerned, but it is clear to me that they are struggling to contain their excitement. Before I can reply, they explode with questions. Did it work, Traveler? Tell me. Did the drone live? Where has it led you? What have you learned? The drone is doing well. Excellent. We have done well indeed. Oh, I do wish I could see it, but I cannot leave this anomaly, and this anomaly is the one place the drone can never be. It gave itself a name. A name? It gave itself a name? That is unusual. That is beyond simple engineering. You should have looked more closely at those beads Polo gave you. That Gek is always up to something. Reveal the pristine brain. I've seen a lot of these things in my time, Traveler, but never one so beautiful. And you say our drone friend told you to bring it to me? Remarkable. So, we want this to go in your Minotaur? I like how you think, Traveler. Bring the heavy armaments to the fight against the Sentinels. There's a few vulnerabilities in these things. Should be a simple enough job to bypass a few circuits. Yes, this won't take long. There, done. I've done the hard part for you and rewired the brain. This schematic should take you through the rest of the process. And now we've got a hard-frame body to install. We need a radiant brain. A collection of salvage components from a Sentinel hardframe reconditioned to fit the Minotaur Heavy X-Craft hybrid will function as a semi-autonomous artificial pilot plug-in. Installation allows the Minotaur to traverse planets itself and engage in combat or mining activities to support its primary operator. The AI pilot will always cede control of the primary operator when they enter the cockpit. We're going to have a pet army. A traveler, this brain, it won't be enough. It needs something else, something crimson. Well, look, you'll find out soon enough. The signatures I've encoded in the brain will draw its attention. Head out into space, you'll know what to do. Okay, fly well, traveler. Yes, I will. We'll figure this out. Tethys has prepared the hacked brain. Flying to space, present the brain of the Crimson Void. It says, I suppose this is going to be a pulse encounter, but we'll do a scan first just in case it isn't. Nope. Alright. Walker brain is seeking primary user voice. Scanning frequencies. And here we are. Anomaly detected. Incoming message. Communication relay locked. Atlas. Answer the communicator by pressing X. Okay. That's a really cool looking thing, by the way. Look at that cool pulsing red thing. Leaving its cool energy behind. The Atlas beacon drifts through space, impossibly silent and impossibly loud. It knows I am here. Present the hacked brain. We got that 161616 in the background again on our center terminal. And it's speaking in a language we don't know. Must be that Atlas language we found a few words for. We don't understand a word that it's saying. Shifting nanite clusters sewn together with a pugnium filament, this radiant brain circuit is painfully hot to the touch, but the light leaks from within its wiring. Can't talk. The purple light that leaks from within its wiring has softened as if it has become less hostile. Still watching me, apparently, but less hostile. Previously embedded within a Sentinel Walker, the semi-organic computer has been altered by both Iteration Tethys and a messenger of the Atlas. Should make me very uncomfortable that I don't know what the Atlas said, but I guess we're just going to go with that. Because that's how we roll, or at least that's how the people who wrote the story roll. I don't have a lot of choice in that matter. I tell you, I would have made a few choices a little bit differently myself. Our player character here is a little too complacent to just kind of go with whatever, in my humble opinion, but alright. We're not going to think about it anymore, because clearly our character isn't. What? Oh, we haven't turned on the Sentinel suppression on this planet again yet. Got better things to do than fight Sentinels. Get out of here. It's only going to buy us a few seconds, but should be enough time for us to install this hard frame body. And now we have an almost completely blue Minotaur. A couple of little red spots. One on the arm, one on the head. Oh, look, it's started working. It's fighting. That's great. That's great. When we tested out the weapon systems, they weren't very impressive. But it's cool to see it doing that. It does help us clear the Sentinels out a little faster. Some of these things take more than one shot to kill, and his laser-guided assistance does help a little bit. Alright, let's get out of here before any more sentinels detect us. They detected us. They're all over the place. The sentinel is broadcasting a vocalization signal. Inspect your drone to communicate. You know what? There's more than one way to solve this problem. That drone's going to follow us, so let's just move a little distance away. I'm going to grab this, whatever we call it, deuterium-rich plant. I don't know if you saw it, but I saw the blue glow, so I knew it was there. We're just going to jet a little way away, a little distance. Apparently our Minotaur is going to continue to follow us. I'm going to assume that our drone isn't far behind. Now that we've made some distance, you can see their signals all the way over there. We just need to find our drone. Where did we go? Is he still in the settlement? He apparently doesn't know how to jet as quickly as we do. He is coming this way. You can see him closing the distance. Let's head up the top of this hill, where we can easily keep an eye on any sentinels that might come our way. I don't see any on the radar. We should be good at this point. I was going to get a screenshot with that drone and the Minotaur in the frame at the same time. I didn't quite catch it. Alright. Laylaps is delighted by the transformation of the Minotaur. There, Minotaur is not robot machine anymore. It is friend. Or not friend. They can choose. I am so glad you agreed to help. Telemon, not Telemon. What is this Telemon, not Telemon stuff? Can you please explain? Laylaps is amused at my concern. Of course. You do not know, do you? Well, it does not matter. I am glad we are friends. It doesn't matter, huh? What's with all these people and not telling me anything? Gotta figure it all out myself. Lights chitter again within Laylap's shell, a hesitating, halting pattern. They appear to be considering something of importance. Maybe it's feeling reluctance. I will prove we are friends. Erase me from the pillar records. Attack the hive. Attack the sentinels with my blessing. Well, that's one way to show your loyalty, I guess. We are a team. Fulfill the sentry's wish. Well, we will do that. But it is once again that time. That time where we are getting out of time. So we will tend to that in the next video. And I thought for just a second there I was going to be able to get that screenshot I was looking for, but oh well. Perhaps next time. I'm stubborn. There. We'll use that one. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you again real soon with what I think may just be the conclusion of this video series on our little blue friend. Until then, have a great one. Goodbye.